Town TV viewers, and welcome back to this week's Town TV Marsden's pub quiz. We had a lot of fun last week. We've got last week's runners-up, the Angel. I won't introduce them because, although they look a bit differently, you met them last week. We got their marvellous thrower with them, Terry, 140 last week.
Good, Terry.
Good man, Little prize. And they're taking on the home team, playing on their own turf. We've got the Globe. We've got their thrower with us, who is Stevie. Here he is, mate. Relax. Nice to see you again. Just tell us all, what do you do for a living, mate? Are you on the dole or what? What are you doing now?
I'm a stores administrator for a local company.
Stores administrator for a local company. He's in good form. I've just seen him on the hockey. He's been smashing them in there. You feel good?
Feel good, yeah.
Good man, good
Bit
man.
nervous.
And here we come over. Jimmy Dewhurst here. Tell us what you do for a living, mate.
I work at Memtech as a production operative. Just turned 40.
Just turned 40, mate.
Yeah.
Yeah? Lovely.
Yeah.
Married?
Married,
Yeah.
4 kids, 5 grandchildren, believe it or not.
Have you had the snip yet? No? No?
No,
Not been snipped. Not been snipped.
still there's a little more.
Lovely. And there's Kevin. Kevin's the quiet one. I had a word with him last week and I said they're probably the most hated people in the world. I'm one of them. Bookmakers, they hate us. Traffic wardens, estate agents. And I know you're an insurance salesman, mate, but don't worry. What sort of things do you do? Sell life insurance?
Life insurance, yeah.
Smile, you bugger. Smile, we're on. That's it. Lovely. Good, good. Well, we're going to have a good competition. What have you got here? Kevin. Jesus. Kevin, yeah. And we've got the, well, we did have the landlady of the Globe. She's got, now she's just running out the door over there. What's happened to the neck there? She's got this terrible neck brace on. What happened to you? Oh, she's got it anyway. But the pedigree's been superb. I'm teetotal, been teetotal for 2 years, but the pedigree, everybody's, you know, really starting to steam. We're going to have a good night. So let's get straight on. The Angel have won the toss, so Terry's going to go on the hockey. Off we go then. Terry to throw first. Best of order. Well, I did tell you the pedigree's in good nick. I tell you, 7. Right. Well, it didn't really matter whether we get this right or not. But it's for 7 points. Let's get off. Off we go. Who played the saxophone in the Muppets?
Zoot.
You sure?
Yes.
You're right. 7 points. Zoot's right. Lovely. Right. Stevie's making his debut in the hockey. Nice and relaxed. Best of order. Off you go, Steve. Yeah. Well, what can I say? You girls in the audience, can we change throwers? Come on, let's have it. Would you like to have a go? Who are you supporting? The Globe. The Globe. We've got 6. Beautiful ladies we've got here tonight. 6 points. This is a Muppet quiz, you'll gather. Right, so here we go, lads. What was the name of the group or the band in the Muppets? The group or the band in the Muppets, what was the name? You got 5 seconds. Have a guess.
No, I don't know.
No, I didn't know either. Dr. Teeth. Anybody know that? Dr. Teeth. Yeah, he knew. Terry knew it. Terry knew it. No points. Don't worry. Okay.
Go on, Terry.
Terry, off you go, mate.
There you go. Have another ice
That's
cream.
a 20. Aye, looks good. 60. 60. Well done. So, for 60 points, in mythology, who fell in love with his own reflection? In mythology, who fell in love with his own reflection?
Narcissus.
Mike Kelly. Narcissus is absolutely right. All right, lovely job. Give him a round of applause. I'm sure you'll do better, Stevie. Just relax, mate. Oh. Oh. 40, told you, 40. Lovely. So for 40 points, Globe, in Roman mythology, who was the god of war? Who was the god of war in Roman mythology?
Thor.
Sorry, it was Mars. No points. Mars. No Barry, sorry. Right, Terry.
We'll do a bloody duet.
Off you go, mate. Terry on the hockey. 60 again. Steady, Terry. Lovely.
Come on, Terry.
Now, if you don't know it, I used to be a singer years ago with the band in Andover. You don't need to know this, but if I'll sing it to you if you want, but I'm sure you know. Who wrote Alexander's Ragtime Band? Come on along, come on along. Do you know it? Come on in here. Yeah, I know that.
Irving Berlin.
Irving Berlin. You're absolutely right. Marvellous. What a singer. Well done. Come on, Steve. Pull yourself together.
Here you go.
Oh, bad luck, mate. How many, mate? 63 were 2 darts, right? Now, I can't sing this because I don't know how it goes, but it's another song. So, The Globe. Think about it carefully. Who wrote Porgy and Bess? Who wrote Porgy and Bess? Tricky one, this. Do you know? 5 seconds, lads. You got 5 seconds.
Roger and Hammerstein.
Bad luck. It was a good guess. It was Cole Porter. No points. Okay, off you go, Terry. Thirty. 30. Okay, 30. Where is La Scala Opera House? The Angel.
Milan.
Milan's absolutely right. 30 points. Well done. Right.
Most people knows you got that.
Yeah, the Angel put that in there, Steve, to put you off, I think, didn't they? Yeah. Wonderful. The things they'll get up to now. 21. You're doing your job here on him, I tell you. 21. 21. Okay. Right, the Globe. Relax now, you look relaxed. Where are the Spanish Steps? Where are the Spanish Steps? Five seconds, lads. Got to have an answer. Have a guess. Quickly.
Madrid.
Madrid, bad luck. It was Rome. There's a question for you. Where are the Spanish Steps? In Madrid? Oh, I don't know. Rome. Okay, Terry on the hockey. Off you go, mate. Forty-one. He's Steady Eddie, you know, isn't he? Steady Eddie. He keeps banging them in there.
Come on, Terry.
Okay, lads. The Angel. What is the capital of Chile?
Santiago.
Oh, he's flav. That's wrong.
Bloody well, isn't it?
No, you're right. Santiago. 41 points. Off you go now.
Oh, that's good.
11. Legs 11. I don't think it matters, Steve, because this is a tricky one and 11 points. They might get it. Okay, the Globe. What is the capital of Indonesia? Capital of Indonesia. Just have a think. Or don't have a think. And 5 seconds you've got. No? No, fair enough. Jakarta. Lovely. She went of her own of a card. No, Jamaica. Jamaica, she went of her own of a card. Halfway through the competition, they've had 5 questions each. The good news for the Angel is they've got 198 points.
198, yeah.
198. And the bad news for the home team, playing at home, 5 questions, no score. But don't worry about it. Don't worry. It could all change second half. Don't worry about it. Yeah. But you can have 33 to 1 if you'd like it, and you can be on each way. Right. Off we go again. Terry on the hockey.
Ah, right, fair enough. That's fine. Right, Terry.
59.
59. Lovely job. 59. Okay, 59. Who had a hit in the 60s? You're too young to know this, you two, but who had a hit in the 60s with Telstar?
Tornadoes.
Tornadoes.
The
They are, tornadoes. Tornadoes. Who was the blonde fella then, innit? Who was the Heinz. I can't believe it. Lovely, lovely. You don't get any extra for that. 59 points. Wonderful. Here we go. Steve on the hockey.
Like Steve.
How many, Steve? 7? It's a Nightmare on Elm Street job, isn't it? Oh dear. Now, you are definitely too young, but it was... who had a hit in the 60s with Dizzy? You'll know, Dizzy. Dizzy. Oh, I better not sing it. You'll never get there.
No, I wouldn't.
You've got to get... 5 seconds you got. Dizzy.
I do.
Can we give him a clue? No, we better not. No, we've got the area manager here. We can't do anything. Jim Reeves? Who said Jim Reeves? No. Time up, lads. You're not going to get it. You're too young. Have a pop.
I'm a pop of it. Tremolos.
Tremolos, no. Bad luck. It was not Tommy Rowe.
Yeah.
You know, Tommy Rowe. Dizzy. No. Never mind, lads. Right, off you go, Terry.
Oh dear, I'm trying to cut that. Right, Terry.
52.
He's a machine. 52, 60, 52. All right, now, you look very classical like me. You know, you obviously got very, very good taste. And if you'd like some 13 to 8, getting this, well, you can have it with pleasure. In Shakespeare's Twelfth Night, if music be the food of love, what should you do next?
Play on.
Play on? Play on, he's right. He didn't take any 13 away. Play on. I told you he looked intelligent, didn't I? Right, Steve. Big score now, mate. You need a big score. Big score, mate.
Oh, that's a wonderful one.
How many?
22.
22. Big score. Big score. 22. Right, lads. Now, it's been nightmare, isn't it? It's been awful. Now, this is easy. Don't worry about this. In Shakespeare's Macbeth, when will the three Mitches... When will the three witches meet again? Let me read it again here. We'll give some extra time. In Shakespeare's Macbeth, when will the three witches meet again? But I know we'll meet again some sunny day. All right. No, it's a nightmare. Don't worry about it. I knew it, but don't worry about it. When the hurly-burly's done. I can't believe this. Bad luck, lads. No point. Still no score. But there's 3 questions left. Anything could happen. On the hockey, Terry. Are you bored under that hat, Terry, or what? I've never seen you. All right. Get in there. Yeah, go on. The first half. Aye, bad luck. He's lost his feather and...
Right, Terry.
25.
25 with 2 darts, right. Now we're back to what we all know about, all this Macbeth, and you knew it, Shakespeare. Right. I used to come from the Midlands. What is Derby County's football ground called?
Baseball ground.
Baseball ground. It's 25 points, aye. Steve, before you throw, you need a big score here because I think these are certain to get this next question. So big score, mate.
I'll buy you a pint if you score high.
Hello, 20. 40.
I like Steve.
How many? 45. It's good going, mate. Good going. Here we go. Now, 45. You can break the ice and get on the scoreboard. And the landlady won't buy anymore. You can come back, I'll tell you. What is Charlton Athletics football ground called?
The Valley.
Hey! 45 points. Hi. Okay, Terry, off you go, mate. No, you got 2. You got 2. Don't panic. You're just in front.
Last one.
Go on, Terry. Go on, Terry.
What's the last one?
No, there's...
60.
85.
85 points. Lovely, lovely. So for 85 points, the Angel. Where is Karl Marx buried?
Highgate Cemetery.
Highgate Cemetery, without any hesitation, 85 points. Right, lovely. Go on, Steve. Off you go, mate. How many? 24. Okay, 24. For 24 points, where was Rudolf Hess? You know him? You know who he was? Well, where was he imprisoned?
Originally Brazil.
I've got to take your first answer, but go on, because I think you've got them. Go on.
Brazil.
Brazil? No, Spandau. Spandau. Okay, the last question. The last questions, the last throwers. Terry, your last throw, mate. Here he goes, the last throw.
Come on, Terry.
43.
43. These are easy. Which is the largest moon in our solar system? The largest moon in our solar system. Go for it, he's saying.
Bend over and find out.
Did you hear that? 5 seconds, I've got to have an answer.
Triton.
Well, I'll give it to you, but it's Triton, Titan. You say Triton, I say Titan. No, it's Titan. It's absolutely right. Wonderful. Okay. Steve.
Miracle?
Miracle required, but who knows?
Throw air jog.
21.
21 and he slept that one. 21 with 2 darts. Okay. Globe. This is appropriate actually, globe, and this is a planet question. Which, excluding the sun, is the nearest star to the Earth? You'll definitely get this. Look, we'll give you the 21 points. It's Proxima Centauria. Proxima Centauria. Well done, lads. So, I think, to be honest, the globe got the rub of the green. Stevie was a bit edgy his first match. The questions were very, very hard. I won't announce your score if you give me a drink. Well, it was. I'll tell you what it was. It was where was Charlton's athletics football ground? You got 45 points and that's it. And the Angel is 3,765,000. You're the winners, the Angel. Right, lovely. Good job.
Well, morning viewers, here we are, London Road Sports Ground, Saturday, and I'm here with Tim Keely. Now, Tim's going to be doing our regular cricket spot this year. So, how's it going, Tim? What's happened to Andover first team?
Well, we had a bad start to the season. Obviously, the weather affected it for the first 4 or 5 games. We've played 3 and lost 3 at the moment, so we're hoping for a turnaround of fortunes this afternoon.
Yeah, so what's happening today?
Well, we've got several changes in from last week. Ian Langdown's back from injury. Simon Mundy's back. So hopefully we'll do Bournemouth this afternoon. They're from the top sides in the Southern League. So hopefully a change of fortunes will see us off the bottom of the league.
OK, well, listen, I'm going to hand the microphone over to you because you're going to be our new spokesperson for cricket, and go and talk to Ian Langdown. We're just following. If you can find him.
Seal. Ian. This is Ian Langdown, the representative of Andover Cricket Club in the Southern League. Take those glasses off you, no one can see what you look like. Ian bats 3 and bowls for Andover. How's the season gone so far? I've just explained really that's been a bad start, but we're hoping for a turnaround today and against Bournemouth, aren't we?
Yeah, it's all right. I mean, it's disappointing in a way, but we've got the players to do it, so might as well start today.
That's as good an answer as any, isn't it, really? Andy Pay's the club captain, the first team captain just comes out. Andy, just have a quick word with us today. We're just saying we need a change of fortune this afternoon, don't we, against Bournemouth? One hopes with 3 or 4 changes from last week we can do the business, can't we?
Well, we hope so. I'm not so sure it's down to fortune. It's a matter of them picking up our game a bit, I would have thought.
On the batting side, probably more than the bowling, yeah?
Yeah, I would say that's fair, yeah. We haven't batted well the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, a bit inconsistent with the bat.
Inconsistent.
To say the least.
Yeah, I'm not sure about inconsistent either. We've been consistently poor.
Yeah. Well, that's probably a fair comment as well, looking at the scores. The bowling this afternoon looks a bit better, does it, than last week?
I think so. We're missing Steve Hall, so we've brought Colin McMillan in to make his debut. Other than that, we're pretty much at full strength.
Well, that's good news anyway. Ian, representative cricket, how's it going? Have you played much yet?
I've only played 1 game. That was when I fractured my elbow.
Oh, Ian fractured his elbow, was out last week, weren't you? Yeah. So you're still in all the knockout competitions, presumably the weather affected at the start of the season again?
Yeah, I've got a game Wednesday against for the Southern League against Middlesex League.
Oh, that's good. What's that in the knockout competition?
Yeah, that's in the Club Cricket Conference competition.
That's the one you got the final last year?
No, that's in the league rep side. And a game for the HCA on Sunday. If we beat Somerset, then we're through the last 8.
Oh, that's good news. Well, good luck in that anyway. Well, it just about sums up the summary for this afternoon. The weather's turned out after the thunderstorm last night, so let's hope we have a good game of cricket and we can churn around and do Bournemouth and end up above Long Parish even higher, which will do us the world of good. This is Tim Keely signing off at London Road 1.
Hello, I'm Reg Presley and welcome to the UFO show. This week we have Colin Andrews, who's just been over, just flown over actually from the States to be here for this season. Colin,
Reg,
have you seen anything yet? I mean, have you been out? What have you been up to?
Just literally landed from Thruxton, the airfield nearby, and seen, I guess, about 10 patterns which have arrived since May, and I think 2 or 3 just last week. There's a very majestic array out there, very impressive patterns, where in fact directly after the show here I intend to actually travel out there by road and have a look much more closely at ground level.
Have you seen anything or heard anything more about the actual magnetic thing? There was something about magnets the other year, wasn't there?
Sure.
Is there anything this year or anything?
Well, this year we haven't picked up any traces as yet, but we'll be looking certainly for the first time much more closely for any magnetic response from the plants themselves. Yeah, it was discovered last year by a local researcher here in Andover, in Hampshire here, where...
Busty.
That's right, Busty Taylor.
Yeah, we had him actually into the studio, and he actually proved the fact that this stuff lifted up. You know,
right.
It's crazy.
Sure. The work has been going on in the United States, trying to assess what that material was, a grey powder which was discovered inside the crop circles in Wiltshire nearby, and it has been concluded that the grey material was in fact iron ore, oxygen combined, and that combination only comes from meteoric dust. It's a meteoric dust which it points still in the direction of the source being, shall we say, extraterrestrial, in the sense that the construction mechanism appears to be coming from outside.
Yeah, and I've also heard over the past, are we still running?
Yep, we are. We're going to just get some different angles.
Yeah.
But just, if you don't mind talking about it.
I even heard last year or something that Doug and Dave owned up to having an actual meteorite in there. But the strange thing is that the whole area was magnetised, and you can't do that with just one meteor.
No, that's
so
right.
I think they're hoaxing a hoax.
Yeah, I think they're back engineering, and
Yeah.
I think that's been the impression, I think pretty well the conclusion of the research fraternity, that enough information is out in the public domain via television, books and videos for a serious concerted hoax attempt to be back engineered. In other words, the features of the hoax literally replicate the features which have been put out via the media. The meteorite that Doug and Dave placed underneath one of these things is just one example.
Right. It's crazy.
Still shooting.
I mean, these guys, what I can't believe about these two guys is the fact that some of these circles take so long to lay down. I mean, we even got the farmer's permission the other year to lay a triangular shape down. And it took us 3 hours in daylight.
Sure.
Now these guys, I know of one, the Barbary Castle one, which would have taken probably 8 hours to do. And how could they possibly do that?
That's right.
And I'd love to have a chat to their wives to find out what they were telling their wives where they were for 8 hours.
That's right, early hours of the morning on a Friday, Saturday night.
Yeah.
That's right.
I think the only circles they've seen actually are the rings at the bottom of a glass, don't you? Yeah. Still, you know, everybody's got their way, and that's their way, you know.
Sure. I think again that Doug and Dave, as they become known, and one or two other serious research, hoax groupings, hoaxers, would seem maybe to be part of some more serious disinformation campaign that has to be held open.
You think somebody's paying them to do it?
Well, they have been paid. I mean, undoubtedly the Today National newspaper were involved in the first disclosure, and payments were passed for that information. So there is an incentive for people to come forward as hoaxers, whether they did or whether they didn't. We have ample scientific evidence now, worldwide, of a phenomena which requires world attention, and we're going to stick in here until that's exactly what it gets.
But isn't it a fact also that when they've been going out hoaxing, some of the hoaxers themselves have seen orange lights glowing above their heads?
That's a good point,
while they've been doing it.
Yeah, sure.
So, I mean, it comes to that now. We ask who's pulling the strings for the hoaxers.
Right. Hoaxing is part of the phenomena, and I think you made a very good point there. Reports from Germany, here in England, down in Australia, of hoaxers constructing the patterns with orange walls of light suddenly appearing in the vicinity, giving them very much the impression that they were being watched. The two Doug and Dave, just to mention them once more.
I hate giving them publicity, actually.
It's true, but they have stated publicly, in front of BBC television, that they, first of all, have no idea why they do it. I mean, they are saying themselves, as strange as it might sound, why are we compelled to do this? They will draw a plan, a crop circle pattern, and head off for the fields to do it. This is in their words. When it comes to actually constructing that pattern, something quite different is formed. And that pattern, this is the important point, are the same patterns as we're discovering then in Australia with the Aborigines, the Dogons in Africa, Hopi Indians in America, and the very phosphines from the innermost workings of the human mind. It's a deep subject, and the hoaxers are part of it.
But I wonder how you could possibly hoax what we just found out about, two helicopters flying back across Vancouver and leaving the trees bent over, you know. I mean, they saw these trees absolutely bent over. Okay, it's a crop and it's a wood crop.
Right.
How do you bend trees?
You can't do it.
You know, how did Doug and Dave do it? That's what I want to know.
That's quite right. It just can't be done. We have no idea how one could replicate such an effect. The only way that plants can be bent, anything like the crop circles, is in a conventional domestic microwave. But the plants are damaged. They die. These crop circles are 40% more healthy. They germinate at a 40% faster rate. Something is happening to those plants at a cellular level, and there is the challenge for science. It's get off your backside now and get on with the science.
And there's also something I want to tell the viewers just before we knock this on the head for this week at least. You have been shown a film of Roswell, the whole event that happened at Roswell, and it is actually coming out, isn't it, in the end of this?
It's 31st of July throughout the United States on Showtime. It's going to be a movie over here before Christmas.
The viewers must look out for this.
This is very important. This is the truth regarding the Roswell, New Mexico incident in 1947, which is going to make the UFO center stage and change our whole perception forever. It's that
new science is well underway, isn't it?
It is being born, and before Christmas the world is going to know the truth, and will feel, frankly, very saddened that the major Western power, the United States,
have been
lying to their people and to the world.
Well, thank you very much, Colin, for coming.
Pleasure, Reg.
That's the end of another one. Yeah, and we'll
back home in Andover.
And we'll keep posted, actually.
Right.
We'll keep together and find out what is going on.
Sure.
Well, thanks a lot for viewing. Keep your eyes peeled. We want to know everything that you see, because we want the world to know. Thanks a lot for viewing. Bye.
Right, well, good afternoon, viewers. Here we are, yet again in another cornfield with Reg. And surprise, surprise, we've got another camera crew this time. And we've got, is Anne McMillan there from CBC TV News in Canada. And Reg is being mic'd up. And there's Philippe there, the cameraman, doing his job. Bonjour, Philippe. And Charlie there, who's on sound. And they've come down to have a chat with Reg. So we're going to see if we can see any corn circles, but I don't think we will here, because obviously none's been spotted. But we're just going to have a little chat about... well, there could be one over there. I'm not sure. We'll have to get ready to investigate. So what are you doing? What are you doing down here?
Well, I just sort of thought I'd come down and look at some wheat circles.
Yeah.
Are there some over there?
But there could be. We've just seen something which may be one, but I think perhaps we need Reg's professional opinion. I think.
Yeah. Hey, Reg.
Just to your left, straight ahead. There's one over there, and there's one to the left of it as well. Well, it could well be, you see. Maybe onto a scoop.
Yeah. Hey, Philippe, get your camera.
I'm afraid that is just wind damage.
Is it? One of the small ones?
Just wind damage.
Well, morning viewers, here we are at Harroway Community School, and we've been invited up by the school, and what's going on today? I'll tell you what's going on today. It's an industry day for all the pupils of Year 9, and the idea is to introduce pupils to the world of work. And here we see a pupil actually being lowered from a crane. Looks a bit nervous about it, but it's obviously his National Grid's idea. So I'm just going to go and find out a bit more what's going on. Right, well, I found the organiser, it's Mr. Graham Walsh, and morning, Graham, what's happening?
Good morning. As I was just about to say, we've got 20 different companies and organisations coming in, and they're spending the whole day doing all sorts of different activities with 175 children from our Year 9 group, which is the start of a programme of work with them, which will lead on to their work experience next year, and then finally their entry into the world of work.
Do you find it difficult to get local companies to come along, or?
Yes and no is the answer to that. Some are willing to come, like the Southern Water, who are behind us here at the moment. I mean, they've been really brilliant. Yeah. They come in and last year, and they've come back again this year. But a lot of it depends, I think, on how industry is behaving at the moment. The car industry, for instance, were very keen last year and came along, but car sales have picked up this year, and they're obviously busy with their customers, so they haven't come this year.
All the new M plates coming in, I think, aren't they?
I think that's probably got something to do with it. Yeah.
Well, anyway, let's go and have a walk around and see what's happening. This is Southern Water.
This is Southern Water. Yeah, they've come along with even more equipment this year than they brought with them last year. They've got a machine here which is like a mole. It drills holes through the ground, which the kids are using. On the far side of the area here, they're showing the youngsters how they tap into a high-pressure water main without turning the water off, which is quite exciting at times to get a few fountains of water. And they've got a JCB here which the youngsters are having a drive of, using the bucket, and they've got some youngsters working on this crane here.
Do you find it makes the children's mind up what they want to do in life?
It's not designed to do that, really. It's just really designed to give them a taster. I think one or two children do probably say, oh yes, that's something I would like to do. But I think at this stage it's really to give them as many opportunities to see as much of industry and commerce as they can. It's the start of a learning process, I suppose, rather than an actual final decision-making time.
Okay, so this is Southern Water. What else have we got over here?
We go out over the back here. We've got a local driving instructor, Brian Terry. Sorry. A local driving instructor, Brian Terry, has given up a day's work, if you like, to come in. And so if anybody was having a driving test today, they're out of luck. But this has always been a popular one. The children having their first opportunity to drive a car in many cases. They've probably never done it before. So he's using this area. He hasn't hit anything yet, I don't think. And then over in the background here, we've got National Grid, which have come across from Bristol. They were based in Andover, but their main office is now in Bristol, apparently. And they're hoisting youngsters up on the end of this crane and showing them generally how a lot of the cable work is done.
So we can get it run over here by a runner, but no, we're not. She's doing a very good job. Morning. What are you all doing in that car?
I did say to him, if it rains, can you get them all in there? And he obviously has. Done quite a good job on that.
So what's happening in the classrooms? I see people are...
In most of the inside activities are things like we've got a jewellery maker in here, and in the classroom next door we've got a violin maker, a wood turner, a plumber, there's a bricklayer doing some bricklaying, which might be worth going to have a look at in a moment. We've got a guy down there who runs a lawnmower business, and he's brought a small digger which the children are working on at the moment.
Okay, well, we'll go down and have a look at that.
Yeah.
Well, that sounds interesting.
We've got the army over the other side of the school. They've come in today.
Really? I think we're just about to be run over by the learner driver. So we're going to see how to make bricks, I guess.
Try and get a wedge shape.
These guys come over from Michelmersh Bricks at Romsey. And of course, as you know, they make handmade bricks over there. And the youngsters have all been having a go this morning at making them, with varying degrees of success, I believe. Great stuff. We nearly covered the mare this morning with clay.
That's amazing, isn't it?
Not a bad brick.
All the corners are there.
Well, I always wanted to know how to make bricks, so that's quite interesting.
I've used their bricks, I've never seen them made before.
They've got a very good reputation, haven't they? So what are the bricks made out of, Steve? Do you know? What are bricks made out of? Can somebody tell me?
Clay.
What is it?
That's clay, and it's got sand and breeze, which is like a coal dust, mixed with it to give it colour and strength.
Yeah.
And that's basically it. Mixed with water, obviously, to give it a softness.
Yeah.
And that's about it.
Right, this is the gardening. They probably all like to actually get on things and drive them, I would have thought.
Yes, John Mills, who has come along to do this exercise with them.
Yeah.
Last year brought just mowers. This year he decided to go one better. They brought this little mini tractor, and some youngsters actually having a go on a mini JCB over there, if that's what you call them. So they're having a go. And
is that John over there?
That's John over there, yeah.
Okay, well, we'll go and have a word with John, who seems to be organised everything. So, here with John Mills. John, is it beneficial for the children to actually come and do this sort of thing?
Yes, I would say so, because it gives them advantage of being able to use hands-on machinery. It gives them an idea of what they can expect. This one specifically for coordination of left and right hands, because you have to operate both hands effectively together to get any sort of control. And being able to actually dig a hole or a trench, they are able to sort themselves out without doing too much damage to themselves or anything else around here. So it's of advantage.
Enjoyable day for you as well?
It's a lovely day for me. I enjoy this sort of thing.
Yeah. It's very good of you to give up a day's work.
Well, it's the future of the country relies on manufacturers giving children the advantage of hands-on experience, which is what this is about. Second time I've done it. Thoroughly enjoy both of them.
Okay. So where are you from, John?
Lynn's Lawnmowers in Andover.
Oh, right.
Okay.
Well done. I think it's very very good of you to come along today. Anyway.
Right. Thank you very much indeed.
Thanks for talking to us. Cheers. Thanks.
Bye.
Let's just talk to these guys here.
What we'll do is we'll wander around the other side of the school with the army around there doing some exercises with some of the youngsters.
So, excuse me, what's your name?
Matthew Bob.
Matthew. So, what's it like? Are you enjoying today?
Yeah.
What sort of things you've been doing? Just you're having a go on these lawnmowers?
Lawnmowers, life-saving.
Yeah.
And the Severn water over there.
Oh, right, okay. So it's a pretty good day for you. You're learning about work, I guess?
Yeah.
Okay, well, you get on with that and start it up. That's right, yes. Here's our good friends at Millway Toyota.
choice of a car, this is the one that they would take. Mind you, the Sleek, the new Sleek and Super, which unfortunately we haven't got here today, was very much of a likeness, only a bit more power, a bit more room, and the same sort of style. So it's all very modern, and we're very pleased with it.
Right, so what have we got here?
This is the Prince of Wales Royal Regiment. They've come up from Portsmouth for the day with the youngsters, and they've got an obstacle course out here for them. What they're actually doing now is, having completed the obstacle course, they've got to actually put a tent up, which is quite fun, because it's all got to come out of the bag, as you can see, and then the frame's got to go up in the right place, and the youngsters are more or less being left to work it out for themselves. The group earlier on were quite good. They got the tent up, only to find that they got the canvas inside out, which is quite amusing, and they had to take the whole lot back down again and put it up again. But they got through, and it's a bit of teamwork here for them, working as a team, sorting the problems out. They've got another activity a bit further up where they've actually got to get across an obstacle course with planks, but the gaps between the oil drums are larger than the length of the plank, so they've got to work out how they can do that. And it's gone quite well.
That's very good indeed.
And the weather hasn't stopped them.
We're just saying, you've got tomorrow off, it's Tour de France Day.
That's right, yes, the children will have an opportunity to see that. Momentous occasion. I think the local schools, boards of governors all decided that it was a good idea, and I think all the local schools are closed tomorrow, so the children will be out lining the route, we hope. Bob Flaherty, local bricklayers, come in to show the youngsters actually how to lay bricks, and they're all having a good go, as you can see. So some good walls and some
bad walls. Yeah, I'm not sure about that wall down there.
Some straight walls and some wavy walls, but they're just about to take it down, I think, having put it all up.
I like the white coats.
Trying to keep their school uniforms clean if we can. Yeah. But no, they've done quite well. I like that's nice, not a bad cornerage brought up there. A bricklayer here, obviously, and a plumber inside, and a wood turner. And one of the comments that we've had from people today, the guests that have been in doing the various activities, is how good the girls have been. In many cases, actually better than the boys. Yeah. So we could see some lady bricklayers around the town soon.
That's absolutely fascinating. I think they're all doing a grand job, and they all because they're enjoying it too, which is the main thing.
Yes, I think they look as if they're having a good day.
Yeah, they do.
Which enjoyment is a key word, I think, in all the things that we do, whether it's real serious learning or whether it's this sort of thing.
So, is there a backup after this day? I mean, what happens after today? Do you?
This will be followed up into Year 10 with various activities within their personal, social and health education courses. They'll be doing work experience in industry in Years 10 and 11, and they'll be prepared really for life after school. So we'll have the Careers and Guidance Service will come in and do work with them. Cricklade College comes in and do work with them to prepare them for when they either go on to further education or whether they go into the world of work. So it's the beginning of a long programme of activities which hopefully will get them ready for that day when they apply for their first job.
Well, congratulations from us. I think you've been doing a fantastic job here today, and I think it's a really great idea.
Thank you very much, and thank you for coming along.
Okay, no problem. Cheers.
When will call and evening night,
isn't that what's his name? No.
Turn to the right. You got a little white light.
We could do with a sign.
It's
Straight on?
Absolutely.
This is more like it. Let's find somewhere to park. There. Seems a trifle busy. Bag! That's rich coming from you.
No, give me the bag.
The Peugeot 106 Mardi Gras Specialist! Buy a 106 this summer, and insurance won't cost you one dime.
It's her.
Where's this,
The gorilla.
the camera? Where's this gorilla?
From Town TVs. Good afternoon.
Oh, what do you have to say for yourself besides good afternoon? What are you doing here?
What are we doing here? We're doing a roadshow on behalf of the Round Table, the Sound of a Sound here, community radio.
Brilliant. Well, we're...
Run the frequencies.
Who was saying that?
Over there, just to the left, with the mic.
Oh, right. Close up. We got a close up. We did have a close up.
Right, what are we on? 104.7 FM and cable channel 17 on your cable network.
So you can tune in to us every evening, 7 to 9, and the weekends, 3 to 9.
That's right. Anyway, it's competition time again.
Who's that?
Well, he's going to plug the gorilla first. He wants to have an interview with the gorilla.
Then.
It's the gorilla that's going to be...
Not saying very much.
Yeah, can you spot the difference?
Hang on. No, not really. No. That's nice, isn't it?
We're the gorilla.
Oh, I've got this one. I've got this one.
All the pedestrian entrance is starting to build up nicely down at Recreation Road. Hopefully everything will go to plan and we'll be kicking off at 6 o'clock.
Brilliant.
Don't have a lot of option though, because as soon as the police say right, we roll, we roll.
We roll, yeah? Right.
Basically because of the rolling road closure we have.
Oh, well, that looks quite a sight to me.
It is very impressive indeed. I am very pleased with this.
Loads of blobby balloons, and goodness knows what else. Excellent, thank you very much.
Isn't this impressive? All the way to America just to enter Andover Carnival. There's Vikings everywhere. You're drowning. Yeah, they do! It's all glittery anyway, that's the main thing.
Yeah, this is Rachel in her glittery cosy, as you can see. This is me in my lightweight summer gear. What do you think of it? Where are you at the moment? No, it's the Guinness that does it.
Steve the Intrepid cameraman's up in the top of our truck, and there we go. Off we go.
Thank you for coming along to support your Andover Carnival procession.
Hello! Oh, the French theme, obviously the Tour de France, very heavily in there. Hi!
Okay, I'm going.
Let's have a cheer from the crowds of Andover! Yay! Well, it's a glorious evening, as you can see. It's 7:10 in the carnival, and here we have AB training. Give us a wave, boys! Hello! Obviously, we're just starting the route. We haven't reached the town centre yet, where we expect a lot more people. And of course, the carnival again is sponsored by Andover Roundtable. A lot of charity therefore goes to Andover.